Hi kids. So we have already solved exercise 12.2 till sum number 20. Let us see in this video the rest of the sum. Okay, from L Aggarwal, equation of straight line. Sum number 21. Prove that the line through minus 2, 6 and 4, 8 is perpendicular to the line through 8, 12 and 4, 24. Simple, 2 points are given. Find the slope of this line. So slope is what? M1, suppose this is x1, y1, x2, y2. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is 8 minus 6 by 4. Minus of minus 2 is plus 2. That's 2 by 6. That's 1 by 3. Find the slope of this line passing through these 2 points. M2 equals to y2 minus y1, that's 24 minus 12. x2 minus x1, that's 4 minus 8. That's 12 by minus 4. So M2 is minus 3. Now look carefully. The product of the slope is M1 into M2 is 1 by 3 multiplied by minus 3. That is equal to minus 1, which proves that the two lines are perpendicular to each other because the product of the slope is equal to minus 1. Am I clear? Now look at sum number 22. Show that the triangle formed by the point A, B and C. A is 1, 3, B is 3, minus 1. C is minus 5, minus 5 is a right angle triangle by using slope. So your A is 1, 3. Your B is 3, minus 1 and your C is minus 5, minus 5. First, find the slope of the line segment AB. Slope, suppose M1 is y2 minus y1, that's minus 1 minus 3, and x2 minus x1, that's 3 minus 1, that's minus 4 by 2, that's minus 2. Done. Similarly, slope of BC, this was slope of AB, slope of BC, suppose M2, again y2 minus y1, that's minus 5, minus of minus 1 is plus 1, and x2 minus x1, that's minus 5 minus 3, that's minus 4 by minus 8, and that is equal to half. Then find the slope of AC. See, A is what? 1, 3 and C is minus 5, minus 5. So find the slope of AC, suppose M3. Okay, again y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Am I clear or not? This is minus 8 by minus 6, that's 4 by 3. Now look carefully. The product of these two slopes, M1 and M2, is equal to minus 1. Look, M1 into M2 is minus 2 multiplied by half, that is equal to minus 1, which means the line AB and BC, they are perpendicular to each other, which means this is a right angle triangle. Even if you don't find the slope of AC, we can still do the sum. Okay, which implies triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Am I clear? Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 24. Very interesting. A, B, C. A is minus 1, 3, B is 4, 2 and C is 3, minus 2 are the vertices of a triangle. Find the coordinate of the centroid G. We have already done in section formula. Suppose this is x, y. Then x is what? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. And y is y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Isn't it? Where this is x1, y1, x2, y2 and this is x3, y3. So what will be x? See, minus 1 plus 3 plus 4 by 3, which is 6 by 3, that's 2. And this is 3 plus of minus 2 plus 2 by 3, that's 3 by 3, that's 1, which means the coordinate of the centroid is 2 comma 1. Okay, we have already done in section formula this proving part. Okay, now the second portion, the first part is done. Find the equation of a line through G and parallel to AC, which means something like this. Now we have the coordinate of G. If we get the slope of this line passing through G, our work is done. Now first find the slope of AC. Suppose this line is MN. Okay, slope of AC, that's M1, is y2 minus y1, that's minus 2 minus 3 by x2 minus x1, that's 3 minus or minus 1 is plus 1, that's minus 5 by 4, isn't it? Which means the slope of required line MN, okay, M2 will be same. Now we have a point, we have the slope, point is this. Okay, so what will be the equation of Mn? Equation of Mn, the line Mn which is parallel to AC passing through G, will be y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1, isn't it? Which is y minus, this is your point, x1 y1, so y minus 1 equals to minus 5 by 4 x minus 2. Now just simplify this. This is 4y minus 4 equals to minus 5x plus 10, isn't it? So that's 4y plus 5x equals to 14. So that's my equation. Done. Now look 25. Find the equation of a line through 0 comma minus 3. So a line passes through 0 comma minus 3, which means a point is given to us, and perpendicular to the line joining the point minus 3 comma 2 and 9 comma 1, which means this line which is passing through 0 comma minus 3 is perpendicular to the line passing through these 2 points. So find the slope of that line passing through these 2 points. Slope, suppose M1, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Look over here, that's minus 1 by 12, which means for the required line, if the slope is M2, then M1 multiplied by M2 will be minus 1 because they are perpendicular to each other, which means minus 1 by 12 into M2 is minus 1, which means M2 is 12. Now we know the slope, we know a point, so the equation will be y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1, that's y plus 3 equals to 12x, and that's your equation. Clear? Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 27. The vertices of a triangle are A 10, 4, B 4, minus 9, and C minus 2, minus 1. Find the equation of the altitude through A, which means through A, if we draw the altitude, which means the perpendicular on BC. Suppose this is M. They want the equation of AM. Very simple. We know a point and AM is perpendicular on BC, so there is a relationship between their slopes. Okay, first slope of BC, same, y2 minus y1, that's minus 1, minus of minus 9 is plus 9, by x2 minus x1, that's minus 2 minus 4, that's 8 by minus 6, that's minus 4 by 3. Done. Now suppose this was M1 and the slope of slope of AM is suppose M2, then we know M1 multiplied by M2 will be minus 1 because they are perpendicular. So M1 is minus 4 by 3 multiplied by M2 is minus 1, which means M2 is 3 by 4. which means the slope of AM, slope is 3 by 4, and there is a point also. We know the point 10,4 because the altitude passes through A. The point is given, the slope is given. Point slope form y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1, isn't it? So this is 4y minus 16 equals to 3x minus 30, which is 4y equals to 3x minus 14. Done. Now let us look at sum number 28. A, B, C. A is 2, minus 4, B is 3, 3, and C is minus 1, 5 are the vertices of a triangle ABC. Find the equation of the median through A and find the altitude of the triangle through B. We just did a sum like this, finding the altitude, okay? So this you do it on your own. I'll just do the first part. Find the equation of the median through A. Let us draw a triangle. Always draw, okay? That is quite helpful. So your A is 2, minus 4. Your B is 3, 3. And your C is minus 1, 5. Isn't it? Find the equation of the median through A. The median divides the base into 2 equal halves, which means suppose I draw the median AM. Okay? So BM will be equal to MC. Let the median be AM. So AM divides BC into 2 equal halves, which means M is the midpoint. So if the coordinate of M is x, y, then we know midpoint in the section formula we have done. X will be equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, which is 3 minus 1 by 2, which is 2 by 2, which is 1. And y will be y1 plus y2 by 2. That's 3 plus 5 by 2. That's 8 by 2. That's 4, which means the coordinate of M is 1, 4, and the coordinate of A is already given 2, minus 4. So 2 points are given. We can easily find the equation, isn't it? Suppose this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. So y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 bracket x minus x1, which is y minus 4 equals to minus 8 x minus 1, which is y minus 4 equals to minus 8x plus 8, which is y plus 8x equals to 12, isn't it? And the second part, the altitude of the triangle through B, which means through B you drop a perpendicular. We just did a sum like this, okay? So suppose BN, you know the slope of AC, you can calculate. Then with the perpendicular relationship, that is M1 into M2, you can get the slope of BN. Once that is done, the one point is known, B, and the slope is known, similar to this, okay? Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 29. Find the equation of the right bisector of the line segment joining 1, 2 and 5, minus 6. Which means there is a right bisector, isn't it? Right bisector means perpendicular, suppose I meant, as well as bisect the line segment AB into 2 equal halves. Suppose this is O. Am I clear? First of all, find the coordinate of O. Suppose O is x, y. Now AO and OB are equal. It's a right bisector. So x will be what? x1 plus x2 by 2. We have done this in section formula. That is 6 by 2. That's 3. And y will be what? y1 plus y2 by 2. That's minus 4 by 2. This minus 2. Which means the coordinate of O is 3, minus 2. Now look carefully. We can find the slope of AB. MN and AB are perpendicular to each other. So slope of AB, suppose that's M1. Y2 minus Y1, that's minus 6 minus 2. X2 minus X1, that's 5 minus 1, that's minus 8 by 4, that's minus 2. Am I correct? Now, slope of mn, the perpendicular, suppose m2. So we know m1 multiplied by m2 is equal to -1, which means -2 multiplied by m2 is -1, which means m2 is half. Now we know a point on this line, we know the slope of this line. So equation will be, suppose this is x1 y1, y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1, isn't it? Which means we can say equation is, this is 2y plus 4 is equal to x minus 3, which means 2y is equal to x minus 7. So that's the equation of the right bisector. Am I clear? Sure. Let us do sum number 30. Point A and B have coordinate 7, -3 and 1, 9 respectively. Find the slope of AB. The equation of perpendicular bisector of AB, similar to this, and the value of P if -2P lies on it. We'll get the equation, we'll put this and satisfy. Look up. First, A is what? 7, -3 and B is 1, 9. So the slope of AB, suppose M1, is y2 minus y1 or x2 minus x1, that's 12 by -6, that's -2. Then the first part is done. The equation of the bisector, perpendicular bisector of AB, same logic. Your AB, look over here, AB was this, perpendicular bisector. O, A was what? 7, -3. B was what? 1, 9. Suppose this is M and suppose. We'll first find the coordinate of O. Okay, so suppose O is x, y. So x is what? x1 plus x2 by 2, that's 8 by 2, that's 4. And y will be y1 plus y2 by 2, that's -3 plus 9 by 2, 6 by 2, that's 3. Which means the coordinate of O is 4, 3. Now you have the coordinate. And the slope of Mn, we can get, see, slope of AB is -2. So slope of Mn, suppose M2, we know M1 into M2 is -1. M1 is how much? -2. So -2 into M2 is -1, which means M2 is half. Now we have the slope of this also, half. We have a point on this. So what is the equation? See, we have a point 4, 3 and we have the slope half. So the equation is y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. So that's 2y minus 6 equals to x minus 4. That's 2y equals to x plus 2. Done. Now the third part. The value of P if -2, P lies on it, lies on this line, which means instead of x I can put -2, instead of y I can put P. So I can say 2P is equal to -2 plus 2, which means 2P equals to 0, which means P equals to 0, isn't it? Done. Very interesting. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 31. The point B and D are the two opposite vertices of a square ABCD. So you have a square A, B, C, D. They're given B as 1, 3 and D as 6, 8. Find the equation of AC. They want the equation of the diagonal AC. Now look carefully. We know the diagonals are perpendicular to each other and they bisect each other also, which means O is the midpoint of BD. B is what? 1, 3. We just did a sum like this. And D is what? D is 6, 8. So if suppose O is x, y, so x will be x1 plus x2 by 2, 1 plus 6 by 2, that's 7 by 2, and y will be 3 plus 8 by 2, that's 11 by 2, isn't it? Which means the coordinate of O is 7 by 2 comma 11 by 2. Done. Now BD and AC are perpendicular to each other. Let us find the slope of BD first. Slope of BD, suppose that's M1, is BD. Y2 minus Y1, that's 8 minus 3. X2 minus X1, that's 6 minus 1. That's 5 by 5, that's 1, isn't it? Now we'll find the slope of AC. They are perpendicular. BD and AC are perpendicular to each other. So slope of AC, suppose M2. So we know M1 into M2 is minus 1. M1 is 1 into M2 is minus 1, which means M2 is minus 1. See, we know the slope of AC, that's minus 1, and we know a point on AC, that's 7 comma 2 comma 11 comma 2. So we know a point on AC and we know the slope of AC also. So what will be the equation? Point slope form. Y minus Y1 is equal to M X minus X1. Isn't it? Just simplify this. So this is 2y minus 11 equals 2. This is minus 1. 2x minus 7, which means 2y minus 11 equals to minus 2x plus 7, which means 2y plus 2x equals to 18, which means y plus x equals to 9 if you take 2 common. Am I clear? Now look at 32. That's the equation of AC. ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. Okay? A, B, C, D. The coordinate of AC is 3 comma 6 and minus 1 comma 2. Write down the equation of BD. Similar pattern. Ekdam replica of this sum. Okay? Replica of 31, I should say. Find the coordinate of find the coordinate of O. We know BD and AC are perpendicular and they bisect each other also. So O is the midpoint of AC. So you'll get the coordinate of O. They are perpendicular. You can get the slope of AC and the slope of BD. And then the same way. Okay? Try it on your own. Okay? Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 33. Very interesting and very important also. Find the image of the point 1 comma 2 in the line x minus 2y minus 7 equals to 0. Which means, what does it mean? There is this line x minus 2y minus 7 equals to 0. There is a point, suppose m 1 comma 2. You need to find the image of the point 1 comma 2 in the line, which means suppose this is a mirror. Suppose. Then the image of this will be somewhere over here. Suppose n and MO will be equal to ON and this will be perpendicular. Okay, characteristic of reflection. You know, your n is the image. Suppose x comma y. We need to find the point n, that is x comma y. Now look carefully. Our main priority is to find the point O. Okay, that is the point of intersection of the line AB and MN. First thing is to find the equation of MN. Look at AB. AB is what? X minus 2y minus 7 equals to 0, which means x minus 7 equals to 2y, which means y equals to x by 2 minus 7 by 2, which means slope of AB, that is M1, is half, isn't it? Now AB and MN are perpendicular to each other. So for MN, slope, suppose it is M2, then m1 into m2 is minus 1, which means m1 is half into m2 is minus 1, which means m2 is minus 2. Okay, now look, I'll find the equation of mn. How? The slope of mn is known, one of the point is known. Point is what? 1, 2, and the slope is known. So the equation of mn, just look carefully, that will be y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. We're doing it. Okay, so y minus 2 equals to minus 2x plus 2, which means y plus 2x equals to 4. So that is the equation of mn, and we have the equation of AB also. So if we solve them, we get the point of intersection, which is O in this case. So just solve these two equations. You have x minus 2y is equal to 7, and you have y plus 2x is equal to 4. Solve these two equations. Just multiply this by 1 and this by 2. I'm trying to eliminate y. So x minus 2y equals to 7 and 4x plus 2y equals to 8. So your y gets eliminated. So 5x equals to 15, where x equals to 3. Put the point in 3 in any of the equations, suppose over here. So twice of 3 plus y equals to 4. 6 plus y equals to 4. Y equals to minus 2. Which means the coordinate of O is nothing but 3 comma minus 2. Am I clear till now? Very important. Now look at mn. N is the image, which means O is the midpoint, isn't it? Now look over here. We got m as 1 comma 2. We got O as 3 comma minus 2. We got n. We don't know n. X comma y. So the midpoint, this 3 will be equal to 1 plus x by 2, which means 6 equals to 1 plus x equals to 5. Done. Similarly, minus 2 will be equal to 2 plus y by 2, which is minus 4 equals to 2 plus y, which is y equals to minus 6, which means the coordinate of n is nothing but 5 comma minus 6. A very nice sum. Okay, now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 35, the last sum. OABC is a square. O is the origin, and this point A and B, the point A and B rather, are 3 comma 0 and P comma Q. If OABC lies in the first quadrant, find the value of P and Q. Okay, also write the equation of AB and BC. Very simple. Look over here. I'll just draw the coordinate plane. Okay, this is your O. A is 3 comma 0. Suppose 1, 2, 3. So this is your A, 3 comma 0. Okay, O, A, B will be over here somewhere. Okay, isn't it? So O, A, B, C, and this will be P comma Q. Okay, we can do it by distance formula, but by graphically it is very easy. Look over here. This is 3 unit. So this has to be 3 unit, isn't it? Which means coordinate, see, O is origin, coordinate of C will be 0 comma 3, isn't it? Because it is on the y-axis, 0 comma 3. So the coordinate of B, look over here, this is 3 and this is 3, which means B will be 3 comma 3, isn't it? The perpendicular from B on x-axis is meeting x-axis at A, which is 3 comma 0. So this length is 3 and this length is also 3. So 3 comma 3, which means your P will be 3 and your Q will be 3. Done. Okay, now the second part. Find the equation of AB. Now, equation of AB. We have done equation of a line parallel to y-axis, because AB is parallel to y-axis, will be x equals to A, where A is the x-intercept, isn't it, which is 3 in this case. So x equals to 3. Done. Number 2, equation of BC. The equation of BC. Similarly, equation of BC. Now BC is parallel to x-axis. Now the equation of a line parallel to x-axis is in the form of y equals to b, where b is the y-intercept, which is 0, 3. So the intercept is 3 plus 3. So y equals to 3 is the equation of BC. Done. Keep it till here. In the next video, we'll solve reflection chapter. Okay? Till then, take care.